Hillary and Bill, Whoopi, Ellen, some of them names you know. Other names you don't. And a lot of them you would never suspect. Judge Scalia, Pope Benedict, Pope John Paul, the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, John of God, Oprah, and so many more people that aren't famous, that don't have power or prestige, but are the low guys or the middleman. There is so much you don't know that I do know. These people are evil. These people are sick. And I, for one, am grateful for President Trump and all of his administration. Say what you want about them. Have your opinions of how well they are doing or not doing that you can see in the public eye. But I can tell you that for over 10 years, we've been working toward this goal that we're finally at today. We are at the precipice of finally seeing those arrests of a lot of people. Some you know, a lot you don't. But this is the day of a reckoning. This is the day that good and God wins. Tom Hanks, Chrissy Teigen, and her husband, members of Maroon 5. Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce. So many people with too much money and too much power and zero morals or integrity or maybe even a soul. Praise God and Trump for the day that I know that all of them have been dealt with. Biden, Obama, McCain, Rumsfeld, Loretta Lynch, Rice, Strzok, Lisa Page. There's so many. There's so many names on that list. You have no idea how long these people have been infiltrating our country, our world, our lives, manipulating us, taking our money and our children. Orphanages are connected. A lot of times CPS is connected. Planned Parenthood. You said. So many different avenues of reach. Understand that. Understand what our president is achieving. Welcome to my soapbox moment. I am pissed off and had it up to here with all the dumb shit. First of all, Trump comes out and says he's going to disclose the alien shit, that we're supposed to cross the board, unleash it, tell everybody the truth. He's got people going through all the departments to tell everything we know about alien presence, visitation, UFO craft, anything we've got, which is a win. It's a big win. And you got these idiots on the one camp that want to think that this is Project Bluebeam and we're going to, this is the Nephilim whole hijacking plan, which is just preposterous. Because first of all, if Project Bluebeam was real, anybody and everybody that had ever told anything about it would have already been. They ain't gonna let that shit get out if it was real. Think critically, please. Please, people, start to think critically. Ah, I'm so freaking irritated right now. If you hadn't noticed. Second of all, he's not hiding anything if he's telling everybody to disclose it. I have just went through a whole big thing with my alien abduction group. I have a group for people to support them. And that is exactly what we are there to do, is to support them. But when you're going to come in with all this ignorant rhetoric about whatever with your Trump derangement syndrome, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. I don't want it. So if you're there and you're that person, click off now and get the fuck out, because I don't want you. I don't want any of this nonsense. I don't want you bunch of crazy people with your blue hair and your protest signs, and you don't even know what the hell you're protesting over. Okay? You don't. If you really knew the truth, if you used your critical thinking, if you did the research, you would know exactly what Trump is doing, and none of it is bad. He's actually uncovering the bad. How do I know that for sure? How can I speak with conviction on that? Because I am one of those people that helped to do that research, to provide him the receipts that he needed to get the right people in place to take out all of the bad people. Because this isn't just in our country. This is worldwide evil that has spread. Now, this is mental illness at its finest. And if you can't see that we are already in some level of a civil war without the bullets, I don't know what else to tell you. The reason they don't want to stop the funding for abortions is because they're using those fetal parts for very sick and evil things. That's why they push circumcision on people. And you don't even know the truth about that. But when we do Sunday service, you're going to learn about that too. Because circumcision was not something that Jesus ever told us that we should be doing. This is some sick, twisted shit from the Roman Catholic Church. And the Pope himself will eat the foreskin of the child. You don't think it's true? Go look it up. You people are ridiculous for not believing this. You people are ridiculous for not using your logical, critical thinking that God gave you a brain to do. I have had enough. The abortion fight is not over. My body, my rights. They want that money. So they, number one, they want that money so they can line their own damn pockets. And then number two, they are selling them baby parts. Planned Parenthood is selling those baby pieces to the highest bidder for all their sick, twisted shit. Okay? Go look it up. The research is there. It's in the public for you to know. Go look it up. And as far as pedo rings go, if Trump was part of some pedo ring, do you really think that I would be somebody to support him? Hell no. He'd be right there at the top of my shit list with everybody else. I assure you. And the pedo ring shit, it goes all the way from illegal immigrants that are coming here trafficking people to the people working at a gas station, all the way up to the Supreme Court, former presidents, and even former popes. You think I'm lying? I am not. Look it up. Pope Benedict, Pope John Paul, both were pedophiles. You think it ain't true? Look that shit up. Supreme Court justices, Ginsburg. Do you know why she was pushing for the legal age for sexual interaction with a child to be 9 years old? Because she's a fucking pedophile. Yeah. Same thing with Judge Scalia. That man, there is video footage in the public that you can go and find of a little boy that he was raping, climbing out a window of a golf resort that was where Judge Scalia was at with the Pope John Paul, I believe it was. Might have been Pope Benedict. I think it was John Paul. I could be wrong on which Pope. Anyway, it's a Pope. He was at a golf resort, supposed to be on vacation. Little boy about 10 to 12 years old tied a bunch of sheets together to climb out a 3 or 4 story window to get away from him. And then what happened next? The headlines read, Judge Scalia was found dead. Now, I don't know if that little boy did it or not, but if he did, I don't blame him. Because if I was that kid, I'd have probably done the same thing. These people are sick, and Trump knows they're sick. He's been trying to stop this shit for a long time, and he's just now finally in the position to do something about it. He has the right people behind him in his administration that are not going to stab him in the back and keep the status quo going. So y'all need to quit being stupid and having Trump derangement syndrome and think for your damn self. And let's talk about Epstein for a minute. Let's talk about alien disclosure for a minute. Do you know what the big deal is going to be between Epstein and alien abduction disclosure? Number one, you're going to find out that all the way back to the Nazi era, they were abducting people in their UFOs. Betty and Barney Hill, I'd bet money, was the first ones that we knew about in the public. And taking their ovum and their sperm to make an alien type being that they think is the perfect human. Yeah. Hitler tried doing it, didn't succeed very well. Epstein fucking succeeded. And you're going to find out that's the connection between alien disclosure and the Epstein files. You're going to find it out. How do I know? Because I've done the damn research. I was one of them people that helped dig up the receipts on these people, dig up the dirt. I helped research on the fraud that was going on, the voter fraud. That's a big deal about why illegals don't need to be here voting, because they used a whole bunch of illegal people's names, dead people's names, and even sometimes a damn dog's name to put on a voter registration card so that they could push the vote and tip the balance in Biden's favor. And if that wasn't enough, they were sending these damn votes across country borderlines through the internet to other countries, Venezuela being one of them. Yeah, Venezuela being one of them, and switching the damn votes from the people that actually voted for Trump to say they voted for Biden. You think that's a lie? That shit's coming out. You're going to see. You're going to see. The vote was stolen. The election was stolen. It was all done fraudulently. And these daycares and all this state funding that you're seeing, that's fraudulent state funding, those daycares were fronts for child trafficking. Think I'm lying? I'm not. That's the big deal about these daycare centers and these leering centers that didn't have no damn kids there, really, because they were trafficking in and out in the middle of the night when nobody's looking. They were a front on your taxpayer dime. And there's dumbasses out there in the world that don't know the difference between Trump derangement syndrome and logical thinking. Use your freaking critical brain. I have had so much of it today. I am up to here with it. You think that we won the war against the Nazis? You better think again. We didn't win shit. They infiltrated our country, and they are now worldwide. And it started with hijacking Jesus' true message. The Roman Catholic Church is complicit in this. It ain't just Germans, right? It ain't some specific race of people. This is a group of people. And no, it's not the Masons, and no, it's not the Templars. They were the ones keeping the true secrets of Jesus underground and passing them to the right people who had presence of mind to be responsible with the learning and the teaching, to be taking it seriously, not manipulate it, not use it for evil. These other motherfuckers are the ones using it for the evil. The ones you want to call Illuminati, they're the ones using Jesus' true teachings for their own benefit. And they are the ones who run the pedophile rings. They are the ones who are running our damn country, or were, until Trump and his people started getting on top of it. So you can not like him for his personality all you want. I didn't like him for his personality. But I knew he was definitely the lesser of two evils when he ran against Hillary Clinton, because I have seen the video on Anthony Weiner's laptop of her. And you haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet on what true evil really is. The stuff that's coming out now in the Epstein files with Ellen DeGeneres and different ones talking about cannibalism. What this woman did goes beyond that. These people are sick. And when Q told you these people are sick, he meant it. And it was really an understatement, because it underscores the level of evil that these people are willing to go to for their own gain. And I have had it up to here with all this nonsense, not knowing what gender is which. I'm a woman. Can you see me? I'm a woman. This is a woman. I don't have an Adam's apple. I got boobs. I don't have something swinging between my legs. We need to change the signs on the bathrooms. It can't say men and women anymore. It needs to show a picture graph that if you got 3 legs, you go in this room. You got 2 legs in a hole, that's your room right there. So the good people like us don't get arrested for protecting our children from going in a public restroom when there's a tranny person trying to get in there with them. This is bullshit. Every bit of it's bullshit. And if you can't see that we are at war with good and evil, God help you and your soul. God help you and your soul. Because every bit of this is about trafficking human beings, eating human beings, dismantling human beings, and creating new human beings with all kinds of different DNA. However, their sick, twisted minds see fit, with no regulation and nobody coming down on them, because all the way up to the goddamn Supreme Court and former presidents, these son of a bitches are in on the game. Now you better start thinking straight. And if you're in my groups, if you're in my support group for alien abduction, if you're in my Earth Song Lovecraft group, and you think the way that they do, you need to get the hell out. I have had enough. I have had enough of this. I am a good, decent human being, and I support good, decent human beings. Trump may not be perfect. God knows none of us are. But he is trying to do the right thing. And he is the only man that I have seen yet to this day with the balls to actually go after these evil son of bitches and save the children. And if that's a bad thing to you, I don't want to be associated with you. Not in no way, shape, or form. This has been my soapbox moment. Have a great day.